What else? You have the Tusk and
Vacuum into snowball combo?
No,
Wow.
no.
Well,
in the,
I'm
in
not
the
convinced.
lane, in the lane, you have the Tusk.
I'm going to one that didn't convince me.
Because do you see the potential
No,
in
Morphling,
the
Morphling
vacuum
can,
in a snowball?
I don't know. I'm gonna. My courier got the last one wrong, but I'm gonna ask him again. T1 Execration. T1 would be pretty cool. Yeah. All right. That's cool. I didn't totally. That
You
didn't come from me.
I didn't realize that you got a Morty cosmetic for the courier. Well, let's see how this series pans out with game number 3.
Got to cover up the courier, make sure that his secrets aren't told. Stand in front. He's also holding my arcane blink.
And you're not that far. Maybe he's holding a branch and a tango. So let's check this one out. They have a combo. Combo is vacuum into 3 Protector ulti, possibly. Keep them
Snowball.
inside. Illusions, they deal the damage. Iron Shells. But I'm really worried because you have... I also want to see what his itemization is going to be like. Whether it's a Manta style or a Lincoln Sphere. We covered the China region as well. Chinese players, whenever they're playing against Doom, it's a rush. They go for that Lincoln Sphere just to have something, because they don't have any other abilities that can pierce them other than Lion. Lion has couple, but other heroes, they don't have anything. So I feel like it should be a good Lincoln Sphere game.
Yeah, we'll have to see how quickly he can get the Lincolns. I like Lincolns, but I don't know. I'm always expecting more from a Morphling. Feels like sometimes the Lincolns kind of slows down that big burst of what a Morph can do. And by the time you get to that point, because
Why
you're
you
an item
expect
behind.
more from Morphling?
Yes.
Okay.
Glad you caught that one. But, you know, at that point, it's like you're dealing with a lot. You get that Lincolns, and it's like, oh, I can block Doom, but now I'm in a Chrono, now I'm in a
Bottom
Dream
lane.
Coil.
No creep wave. They have 0 creeps. Double Iron Shell on the creep wave. So Faceless Void will farm under the tower. I don't think he minds. I don't think Faceless Void cares too much about this. And he also starts with the Time Walk, which I like. So no random bashes. Will be able to secure every single last hit.
Doing it right. 3 for 3. There it is. There's the 4th, and they're going to continue to Iron Shell the creep wave. Ooh, Iron Shell Whitemon. He's burning pretty heavily, or getting plasmid. I don't know what
I think Faceless Void should just stay here, and the Lion tanks it. Lion does not get any XP.
Carl? Almost dying in that mid lane.
What I think Lion can possibly do is just run top, and if there's potentially have aggressive tri lane, keep Faceless Void farming underneath the tower. He gets the levels, gets more points in the Time Walk, and if they threaten the bottom lane, then he can TP. But now he's dead.
Yeah, tag team, Shard. They're both level 2. It's a very easy kill, and Carl does in fact die over mid.
It should not happen. This was not even close. Void Spirit, almost full HP. It's a better matchup for Void Spirit until Puck start get levels. He's never gonna feel comfortable playing into that Dream Coil, but this is a good start for Yowie.
So you see what 23 is already queued up. Looking potentially towards the Diffusal.
Mana burn against Void. We've seen a lot of carries also not going for Battle Furies anymore. They just love to have that Diffusal Blade, Maelstrom, so they can fight earlier with the team.
See 11 and 2 right now, make it 12 and 2. It was a good 2-man stun from Whitemon bottom, but it doesn't turn into anything. There's not much more there unless you somehow secure multiple bashes in a row. Nico out of mana at the moment. So I guess we won't be seeing more of those Iron Shells, at least just yet. Until he gets himself a little bit of mana regen. So they've burned through all this, and there it is. There's the bottle refill. So BDZ, he got that bottle refilled. He gives it back over to Nico. Now he's got a little bit more mana to play with.
Stun
The stun misses for Whitemon. Bashes onto Nico. That might be the saving grace for Whitemon, but he's vacuum backed. Iron Shell on top of him. They're healing up Nico as he does this. Whitemon just surviving, and he gets to survive the botch stun.
Looking at the top lane, Morphling free farming. I don't think they can stop him at all, especially now with the 2 points in attribute shift.
Ooh, Nico. He might just die here and needs one more shot to kill him. And there it is for 23.
Big kill. Whitemon uses healing salve immediately on him. And I think you just get the power charge. A bit of a Kale there for me, at least. They get a kill on RR. Interesting.
And they got the kill into the tree, and big kill for them to get. Cuckoo currently sitting here at 18-4. I'm going to take a peek over at the net worth because I know Doom's at the top of it. I just wanted to confirm my suspicions.
Is it confirmed?
It is. Just by about 70 gold over the Void Spirit. Shard's blocking Whitemon, but he's got a two-man stun. All they need is a bash on BDZ. Vacuum, though. No bashes, no bashes, no bashes.
Oh, that's big. That's pretty big. Like one hit, and then you get yourself to almost level 5. Mid lane.
Carl. He's in trouble, too. Can he survive this? Waning Rift gets the silence.
What did he kill him with?
Right-clicked him? Through the tree?
Okay, production, please. I want to see this one again. It feels like he didn't even hit him, at least on my screen.
Going after Nico. Can they catch him? Time walk. Hex. There's the bash. Could have used that a little
They need
while
another
ago.
one. There's
There it
another
is.
one. Okay, they get the kill.
All right, so he stacked up his luck a little bit.
Because it didn't happen before, so
Here
we're
we
going to
go.
see that one again.
Waning Rift and boop.
How does he see him there? There's no ward. It's like 300 plus attack range as well. He goes through the threes and hit him. Very interesting.
Just gave him the old boop. Now he's level 6. Snowball coming in, and they've got from Nico coming over. Vacuum back. Carl dead back to back.
I knew they had Vac, but I'm talking about Vacuum in this game. Didn't know they had a real Vac, you know, because this Void Spirit, what's his attack range? 200. That didn't feel like 200.
No.
So third death on Carl. His game kind of done.
Yeah, he doesn't even have Dream Carl yet.
Yeah, no Dream Carl available. Not level 6 yet. Faceless Void will be level 6 after this creep wave and going straight into the Fusel Blade. No mask. I would love maybe to see the mask if there's some pressure put on him just so he can farm the jungle as well.
Right.
Maybe he's depending on finding the mask, the neutral item. We'll see. Chrono available. They are going bottom as well.
They'll get the kill onto this Doom. They look over at Nico. They've got the Snapfire here. I don't think they need the
Need for Chrono.
And 23 with another kill. All right.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
So 1K lead here for Execration. They got the kill onto the Doom. He still sits top of the net worth. And 23, despite his struggles, is at the top as well. Oh, Carl low once again. The Urn, though, it's enough. With the shards, they're getting the kill. The Hex, Scatter Blast, BDZ ends up getting traded, but that is Carl dead again for the fourth time.
I'm scratching my head right now. Fourth death, something I have not seen in quite some time. He got solo killed twice, something that we also don't see because there are a lot of runes to be picked up, so everyone's staying healthy, staying hydrated. Chrono available, so if they decide to rotate one hero, they could potentially get a kill on Nico again.
Yeah, we'll see if they want to play aggressive on this Dark Series. Getting a couple of bashes, some that he should have used before, or should have had before. He didn't toggle bash, apparently. But Nico continuing to stay middle of the pack, and now Doom's towards the mid pack too. This is, you know, not familiar territory for the Doom, and he might just be dead. BDZ coming in, wave form forward, Cuckoo. He's very gone. Palace with the kill there. 3 heroes up towards top.
Right now they have 2 big abilities that they want to use. They want to use Doom, and they also want to use the Chrono.
And they have BDC at level 6 already.
This is what I was worried about, because 23 Savage, he has no way of healing at all. So 2 Ion Shell on a creep wave brings him down to almost half, even less than half HP. That's 1/3 at the moment.
Shards just off the mark. BDC's doing work this
They're
game.
going for Nico. He needs to be careful. 23
Vacuum?
Savage. He can't go in. Like,
God.
he's gonna die. He needs to kill the creeps first.
Yeah, they'll go after this Darkseer. They don't even need 23.
And they have a healing salve from Zephyr, keeping that Chronosphere dream alive. That was close. Maybe if he used Vacuum like 0.3, 0.5 seconds later, he could have potentially gotten a kill.
It was certainly very close. 23 almost dying there. But the supports take care of business. I mean, that's the strength of these two supports, for sure.
Lion is level 6. Like
burst
Whitemon,
damage,
he
too.
was not having a good time. This is a
There's
big
the
kill.
hex.
Finger available, stun.
Yeah, you'll
They
use
even
the
bring
finger.
23 Savage just in case he wants to do some kind of shenanigans. Pot coil available. Supports are doing so much work for T1 right now.
Dream Carl down, and that's going to be onto the Tusk, avoiding the Mortimer's kisses, but now he's silenced and he won't be able to survive. So they get the kill there onto the Tusk, who did have Snowball, I believe, but since he got silenced, couldn't get it off, and they used that.
Leash mechanic can't get it off. Then well-timed silence from Carl.
Yeah, he was hoping maybe preemptively get something done, but he just gets caught out.
23 Savage was thinking about what he needs to buy in this game. Diffuse Blade, great against like Mana Burn, against Morphling. He's gonna
Chrono.
go in finally with the Chrono
Fire
Cookie.
Snap Cookie, and now the time dilation onto Nico. Little Shredder starting to try to surge away, and also throws down the
He
wall,
might be
goes
able
into the
to
trees.
get out, maybe.
He doesn't have TP.
No TP means he's stuck. Another
quiet,
surge
though.
available.
And now 23 in some trouble. He time walks, and they've got the Snowball Walrus Punch and the kill on the 23. So Chrono, Fire Snap Cookie, all used for nothing.
Radiant's bottom tower
Big
is
question
under
mark
attack.
there. What happened?
Radiant structures
Also, this is why I
are
don't
fortified.
like only 2 points in the time walk. It's 18-second cooldown, level 2. Like at least 1 point just so that you can get out of the trouble, potentially close the gap.
Radiant's bottom tower is under Radiant's bottom
Man,
tower
that tower's
is
gone
falling.
now.
You see a
Dire's
lot of
middle
different
tower
item
is
builds
under
than
attack.
what's kind of standard. Nico going for Soul Ring, not a single Null Talisman. I believe Cuckoo, when he played the Darkseer, he went for 3. 3 is a bit too much. 2 feels really good. The Spell Amp, the Mana Regen.
It's a lot of no talismans.
Whitemon again. If he gets the Hex off, that's a kill.
Little Shredder minus armor with the Earth Spike. They'll get the kill. Carl coming through and getting that one. So he's starting to recover. But now they lose 23 again. So the Dream Carl goes down. They've got the Mortimer's Kisses right on top of these two heroes. Now with the Waning Rift, the silence, is it going to be enough to kill off the Void Spirit? No, he's already retreating.
It's a good combo that they got. Coil into Mortimer's, and I like how Carl is just keeping the silence until Coil is about to snap, and then he uses it just to prolong the duration where they can't use any abilities.
Okay, Palace getting the benefits of that
Radiant's bottom tower
Doom
is
Morph,
under attack.
getting the Devour.
Get that easy gold. Shouldn't he have... If he turns, I didn't check. Like, he should be able to have the benefit from the creep. You'll Scepter.
Aether Remnant, Snowball, Walrus Punch, all there for a kill on a Whitemon. This is a bit more of what we saw
Dire's
from
middle
Execration
tower
in
is
game
under
number
attack.
2, where they just overwhelmed T1. Even though 23 did ultimately get a decent chunk of farm, it just wasn't enough.
The Fusel Blade is done, so a lot of damage is going to be dealt by this Faceless Void. This time around, no status resistance build. Wants to have that the Manta start to get rid of the silences.
Wall
and
down, Fire Snap Cookie, they'll go after Cuckoo. Hit the Scatter Blast, they've got the stun onto this Tusk. And they threw the Doom out on the Void Spirit finger there to kill off BDZ, but that's only one kill.
That's the problem. Whenever you play against the Centaur and Darkseer, Doom, you need to either have Darkseer killed, or you need to know that there's enough lockdown after you use Doom. So, because there's going to be Surge/Stampede type of a play. So it needs to be very careful how you uses the next Doom. Going into pipe, next item. Just wants to be able to tank up, no Hand of Midas or anything.
Pal sitting top of the net worth. Has that Yasha. Going into the Manta. We'll see if 23 starts to get a little bit more active now that he's got this Diffusal Void. You think they should bring back Diffusal level 2?
No, I think Diffusal right now is in a pretty good state. You deal 1 damage per mana burn.
Hex, but the Aether Remnant lands on a Carl. They've got the Astral Step forward, Snowball. No, that's going to be avoided via the phase shift. They've got the Vacuum back on a Carl. Fire Snap Cookie doesn't land. 4 heroes have rotated over for T1, and they come up empty-handed.
Let me tell you a story what was happening in Dota 1. Like, you had Diffusal Blade, Vorlock uses Golem, and you instantly kill it, because it was a Purge. It was a Dispel. So sometimes you had heroes who don't even buy Diffusal when they were playing against Warlocks, just to be able to kill them instantly. Fun stuff, good old times. Especially for Warlock players. People were still picking it though.
Even though that it could just get countered like that. That feels really bad. Darkseer going towards the Axe, 23. See him trying to truck along, farm away. He's sitting about 1,000 gold behind this
I told you which item he's gonna find. Possessed Mask done, has that lifesteal, has a bit more agi, more damage, and has that sustain. So he can farm the Ancients efficiently with it.
It's the perfect drop. Seems to be a tradition, as we've been seeing a lot of perfect drops throughout the season.
Got it.
Blink Dagger for the Treant next. That'll be some gold away, but I really like it. That blink into the overgrowth. Down to the spot him. They've got the Hex, the little Shredder, the minus armor is there. Earth Spike in with the Illusion of Waning Rift of Carl to kill off this Treant, but they do finish off the Manta on Morphling, going Manta E-Blade.
Carl managed to recover. He has the same amount of farm as Void Spirit at the moment, which is pretty impressive. Void Spirit killed him 2 times alone, and then managed to kill him 2 times, but 2 supports did so much work on T1. Those smoke ganks early on, they found the perfect targets, they killed Void Spirit, they found Morphling, they were setting up kills for Faceless Void in the lane.
Zephyr's 1-0-8. He's done so much so far. He's 1-0-8 and he's still somehow sitting bottom of the net worth. Feels really bad.
That means that you should be hitting creeps instead of heroes. He is sitting at the bottom of net worth, but the rest of the team is doing really well. You have 23 Savage, 7.7k. Doom is also up there. Once Morphling finishes the Manta style, already done, going into E-Blade next. I still feel it's a good Lincoln Sphere game. Just that first initiation, maybe third item here. Wants to have a bit more burst damage, especially for the supports. Even Void Spirit, who does not have a defensive item yet.
Void Spirit going next. So there's the combo. Vacuum into Resonant Pulse Silence on all 5 heroes.
It's not that bad. Like, Overgrowth is good. Drain Protector. This is the item that we see. Double Fele drop for both teams. This is the dream. Let's see who decides to hold it. I think Snapfire gets a bit more farm priority here. And then, like, you get a mech on the other side. Like, you can even give it to Darkseer. I would not mind seeing Darkseer, because he's one of the few heroes that are not 4 or 5 that can hold it, like Zeus Tinker type of a hero.
Yeah, and they're trying to get the kill here onto RR, who I think should hold Philosopher's Stone, as he does. Overgrowth, Palos, waveform away, lose your orb. Is he going to jaunt to it? Yes, he will. All right, Adaptive Strike, Scatter Blast doesn't land.
So yeah, Holy Locket, amplifying the healing and having that instant heal on allies. I think this item is in a pretty good state. Maybe if the price drops by 100, you can invest into it. I feel like That would be a really good investment.
Radiant's middle tower
Might
is
even see it
under
on some
attack.
different heroes. Anything that has any kind of heal, I would not mind seeing it. Because you get the charges more often, from 15 to 10 seconds and 7.29.
Yeah, so you're just constantly getting all these charges. Definitely feels like a first item for Trian. A good first item. And he's holding that Philosopher's Stone. Like I said, he wanted to go for a Blink Dagger prior. We'll see if that's the case when he does finally grab that gold.
Haven't seen Chronosphere in a very long time. They're trying to set it up on Faceless Void. They have those two silences plus Overgrowth. Who's sitting behind him? Whitemon? That should be a kill.
Time walk away, Earth Spike in, that hits onto the Morphling. They've got the Aether Remnant, and the Dream Coil comes down, but it's only onto the Tusk. The Mortimer's Kisses, they get the cone to 23. Can they get anything to return this for the side of T1? Mortimer's Kisses don't feel like enough, but finally the finger, they'll get the cone to BDZ, so it ends up being a 1-for-1 trade so far. Earth Spike lands onto the Morphling. They've got the Fire Snap. Go get the Aether Remnant, locks on Snapfire. They have the Hex, the control here. They bought back on 23 to get this cone to Palos, and they will finish him off.
He was watching that fight. I could feel that he was watching. Do I need to buy back? Now they need to get something out of this. So they need to get this Roshan potentially. Not sure if they have enough damage to actually bring it down. So not that good of a buyback. Who got the last hit?
Cuckoo.
Cuckoo. At least they needed to give last hit to Faceless Void if possible. But the Mana Drain against Morphling always going to be good. Mana Burn, anything.
Radiant are scanning.
You have Medallion, you have a little Shredder. Is that
Dire's
enough
top
to get
tower
Roche?
is under attack.
Maybe they could have.
Overgrowth?
Like the rest of the team doesn't deal that much damage, so could be a bit problematic. Carl just stowing with Treant at the moment.
Illusory Orb, staying with RR. It's got help. Don't want to dive that tower.
So in the end, 23
Dire's top
Savage
tower is under attack.
changes his item build, decides I need S and Y for some status resistance, a bit more tankiness instead of Manta. Like he can Manta style off those silences, but there's always the second charge. He can dispel the Overgrowth, what carries like to build against the Treant Protector, but seems like he changed his mind.
Yeah, now the thing is, though, he's got to work the gold to get this buyback money back that has slowed down his game a little bit. Morphling sitting top of the net worth. This is certainly a scary few minutes here for T1, because you lose the Void, he's dead for a long time.
You lose a
He's
Void,
gonna-
you lose Roshan. That's how it is. Tusk picking up a Blink Dagger, so they have another way of saving people. He can stand further behind. Very hard to play Tusk into any kind of leash mechanic, into Grimstroke, into Buck.
Yeah, so now maybe you have that opportunity to sit back.
Sit
Dream
back,
Coil goes
exactly.
down. There you go. You have your opportunity. Because before, if you get leashed, you have to maybe risk it, snap it, then maybe then hope that you're alive still after you snap the Dream Coil.
Oh,
to
got a
maybe get
lot of
snowball.
those hope moments in Dota. I hope that I don't die if I just pretend that I'm being AFK. Or I'm so worthless in terms of net worth,
They'll ignore me.
they'll ignore me, exactly.
Sure.
Dire are scanning.
BKB down on Doom on top of Pipe, so he's gonna be pretty safe. They have two abilities that go through Magic Immunity, Overgrowth and Punch, but he should feel pretty safe. Morphling about to finish off his E-Blade, so supports need to be very careful. Blink Dagger is done on Lion, so they could potentially get the play on Morph. Can be
Radiant's
bursted
top
if he
tower
does not
is
get
under
the shift
attack.
off. Smoke from T1.
Now let's see what they could do with this. Cuckoo holding on to the Purge creep ability right now.
And they know something is up. They saw the Insight Aura from Pipe in the river on the creeps, and they decided to fall back. Something that sometimes you forget about it. You know, that auras can be seen.
Walrus Punch, Fire Snap Cookie trying to get some distance. That Snowball actually stuns up Cuckoo as well as Zephyr. They've got the Hex, the Ear Spike with the Infernal Blade finger there for the finish on a BDZ. Axe picked up, Dream Coil onto the high ground. That catches the Void Spirit. One of Riskis is coming through, Yule's up into the air. He's A-OK for now. They've got the Doom ready to throw if they can find somebody. 23 moving in with a Time Walk, and then the Adaptive Strike as well as the Nature's Grasp comes down on top of him. It's not a lot of damage. All they get is the Tusk.
I'm not sure. They have enough damage, but there's still going to be 5 heroes alive, so going into Roche Pit could be a bit risky. Also, every single time I see Faceless Void, tier 2 items, Nether Shawl, because why not? Just give him that 25% magic resist.
Always.
And it's also spell damage, so your Time Lock, magical damage. Amplify that. Not the biggest deal, but it's all about that magic resist, however. You get a better hood, pretty much.
Covers you from the rain. The better hood.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Blink Dagger for the Lion, so let's see if he can make a big move here. Get that Blink, Earth Spike as well as the Hex. I would like to see more mobility for the Doom. It's another Doom game where we don't see the Blink or anything, but he's not holding War Stomp right now.
He's holding a Purge, which is much better. Being able to purge off Living Armor, purge off the Surge, Iron Shells, even Resonant Pulse. Like, that's also purgeable.
Break down the plays a
By
little bit more.
purgeable, we mean dispellable, but I like how that, like, it was a... I'm not sure if it was at the start of Dota 2, but back in Dota 1 days, it was called Purge.
Thanks, Purge.
Thank you.
Kaya picked up for Carl. And he's got this Blink on Treant. Got that gold. Is he still holding the fill?
He is.
Because I was wondering if he would get the Blink and then maybe pass it to the Darkseer.
Nah, Darkseer's okay. Right now, he just wants to be tanky. Like, maybe it would be okay to give him until he farms the Axe, and then you can keep it. But Tusk also not the hero that wants to hold it. Already has a Blink Dagger. Sometimes you see that Philosopher's Stone, because you lose damage. You lose quite a lot of damage because of the Walrus Punch.
Hex. And Doom, it lands. They've got the Earth Spike, the Silence, all onto the Morphling. Can they get the kill here? Onto this Morph. It's good Dream Coil coming in from Carl onto 2 of these heroes, so there's no save right now for the Tusk. They've got the Inferno. Wait,
There's the Chrono.
It's on the 3. It does lock up the Doom, but I think that's going to be fine. They've got the Earth Spike following it up onto the Void Spirit as well as this Tusk. Vacuum, but nothing there because the wall was already dropped down, but the Bash is out on Yoi. He'll just simulate finger hits, and he gets the kill. He'll take out the Void Spirit. That's 3 heroes dead, not avoiding the Fire Snap cookie. Nico looking next. Triple kill here for Carl. And it is, in fact, looking spicy.
It is. They get the Doom off on Morphling, who got the shift off, but still they have enough lockdown. The coil, everything from Lion pretty much. And this Purge actually doing so much work in the fights. Like, you can see the Doom purging off those Iron Shells, the Surges, Living Armor, so much stuff that he can do with it. The coil after that on Morphling, no status resistance whatsoever, so the coil is going to last for a very long time, and the perfect setup for a Chrono. Now they're going to go inside the pit. 23 will be the one picking it up. He bought back, so next time he dies, if he dies... He tried to go for a play. I thought he might jump in, try to steal it, but did not happen.
Pops the Aegis already.
Radiant's middle tower is
Flamon's dead. 23, Walrus Punch, Snowball. They've got the control. Yule's Dream Coil, that's going to come through. Is it going to be enough to save 23? He's under the tower, but now
Time dilation. He can't get it off. Like, Morphling,
anything.
when he turns into Faceless Void and uses that on you, like, you need to be able
has fallen.
to dispel it. So right now I see Ogre Axe, so that means he's going into BKB, even though he has Scotty queued up before it. So BKB is kind of necessity, so you can just go in and deal the damage. Cuckoo's still toying with them, but needs to be a bit more careful.
That brings this game back to even. Now, look how long 23's dead for. It was 85 seconds.
Yep. That buyback. Kicking in. We can see the downsides of it. Vacuum on the
into
3.
the wall. That's going to come through. They've got the Silence through from the Void Spirit. They get the kill on the Zephyr. They look over at Cuckoo's. Pop the BKB, but the Overgrowth came in, keeping him close. Shards push Cuckoo away. E-Blade there. They drop down the Sentry. They're trying to keep up with this Doom. Palos diving the tier 2. Adaptive Strike, not enough damage. And now BDZ wants the snowball. He wants to keep up with Carl.
And he gets out. It's very important that Carl gets out there. They lost just a Snapfire. Could have been a disaster. Whitemon uses Shadow Amulet, pulls off a Champion Doom. Doom very happy that he manages to survive. They still lose a tier 1 tower on the mid lane. So once Faceless Void is up again, they have a Chrono. But I feel that they will play it safer. Wait until Faceless Void gets a BKB and then smoke up and get another fight.
Yeah, despite the last fight with the Chrono going well, everything since then has been all Execration. Glimmer Cape, he throws down a sentry, trying to look out and scout for vision. Both these supports have blinks. You need to be careful if you're 23. Aether Remnant avoided. Silence is there. Shards, they're on the money, but they don't want to dive.
Morphling finishing off his BKB and going into Linken's neck. I thought that Linken's might be his third item. He decided to swap things around a bit.
Velvet Tunic getting shipped out to the Faceless Void. Same day.
He subscribed for that Prime.
And she was almost there for the Doom. Execration, though, they look like they're in a great spot.
Do they?
I think so.
I'm still favoring T1 here. They get the better initiation.
I think getting those kills put them in a great spot, taking out the Aegis. Like they felt like they were falling behind. 4K deficit could have turned into more, but you get the 2 kills.
Still respecting Morphling.
Yeah.
You know, his E-Blade, his damage output is insane. We saw a bit of a combo, what they can do. It was a 5-man back into like Silence. If they have Overgrowth ready on top of it, could be a bit tricky.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Enchanted Quiver, Mindbreaker. See if he passes that Mindbreaker off to someone, maybe the Doom even.
I think he should be the one holding the Mindbreaker. You don't care too much about the evasion here. Maybe, you know, he's thinking about the illusion. So right now, something that 23 Savage does is he uses a lot of neutral items. He has 4 at the moment. It feels like it's the patch when the neutral items were introduced. When you saw Huskar holding 4 neutral items,
Cuckoo caught.
nothing wrong there.
Wall down, and Vacuum actually doesn't land.
So I can try to understand like what he's doing. He's gonna keep that Nether Shawl in case he's split pushing, and then you have like a bit more magic resistance, so you can potentially get this stuff off. He has Possessed Mask if you need to heal up, but the Mindbreaker, I think that's offensive item. Like, it's such a great tool against the Void Spirit, against the Morphling, getting that silence. It's a long duration silence. Before it was 1.5, now it's 175.
Man, that is a lot of micromanaging your inventory.
It is, and he decides to get rid of a couple of those. So BKB done on him.
They smoked up. Are in a perfect position to break the smoke, and there it is. Throw down the vision, and they can't even get to him.
Dire's middle
Really well
tower
done.
is under attack.
Couple of sentries near each other on that high ground. So they avoid that. Maybe even thinking of smoking themselves. They have 2 smokes available. Clean up the creep wave. They back off immediately. They smoke up. Cuckoo in the front. He'll break the smoke, but he's not going to be so fortunate to get out of there unscathed.
Overgrowth already used.
Chrono, but there's the Yules. So they stopped 23 in his tracks, but they got the Dream Coil down onto the tree, and as well as Palace. No. Wintermer's Kisses coming in onto RR.
A lot of misused abilities. No BKB on Morph. No Overgrowth. Like, Overgrowth needs to be used for the combo. Like, you need to pull at least 2-3 people inside.
Minus 2 seconds on the time walk. T1 backing off. But Execration, they want to go in again. They've used that second smoke that was on the Treant. They're not going to find anybody. They're walking through mid.
They know something is up. T1 is drawing on a minimap, hold the high ground, everyone falls back. Zephyr got the buyback, so he will fish for any kind of information, and they're ready to back him up.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
They've got the Ags now on Carl.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And, ooh, Lightmon taking that 70 max health per finger kill of death.
Makes him very tanky. It's 5 stacks, which is okay for 30 minutes. Position 5 Lion.
It's a decent chunk of health.
So Shiva's Guard will reduce the healing. I see Faceless Void going into Scotty next. It's a lot of time that he needs to get on Faceless Void. Morphling staying very far ahead, 4,000. He has an extra item pretty much.
So, Roche potentially back up in 40. We'll see if they posture near this and how quickly it's going to spawn off that minimum respawn timer. Because this is a tough Roche fight for Execration. Fighting in a Dream Coil, Chrono,
Same
Mortimer's
goes
Kisses.
for T1. Fighting into Treant Protector ulti, Vol, one of the best abilities inside the pit. So they need to be careful. Roshan may respawn in 10 seconds. There is a smoke from T1. Still tier 1 tower, full HP thanks to Treant Protector.
And it's going to be instant. So Roche is back up.
Let's see if they decide to check it. You can't check inside the pit with careers anymore.
And they've gone blind. They need glasses now.
Dire are scanning.
I think a lot of Dota players are like that. It's not gonna be the fastest spawn.
It's always long. It's what I don't see many short-term spawns or short duration spawns with Roche. I always feel like it's max duration or nothing.
Nothing doesn't spawn at all. Like, sorry, second Roshan is not at home.
Dire's structures
He went
are
out.
fortified.
It's a holiday. And Chrono. Used for just the Void Spirit. They've got the Mortimer's Kisses coming in from a distance. The fingers used to get the Konayoi. Now they look over at this Tusk who's hit with the Earth Spike. They've got Mana Drain. E-Blade thrown over. Earth Spike from Palos, who turned into the Lion. They've got the damage coming out onto the Darks here. They get the kill on RR. That's going to be 3 dead with buyback coming out for the Tusk. Now they're taking the Darks here. They look over. Bash is out. He's doomed up. This is big problems here for Palos. And they will lose this Morphling. It's a full team wipe. They fall back on Tusk.
He's gonna die again.
Punch, try to kill Whitemon, but this Lion is not killable.
Oh man, what an initiation. Like, he catches only Void Spirit, but that's the target they needed to take out. It's a fully 9-second shiny BKB that he did not get the pop. No buyback on him. Finally, they take a tier 1 tower on the mid after that. But this is
literally empty.
It's just a lot of gold. I think they got 7,000-8,000 gold from that fight.
Even that too, like,
So yeah,
you just got to use
it
nothing.
looks, you know, only 1-man Chrono. They follow it up, they blow him up instantly. Then 2-man Coil, and check Darkseer's mana. His mana completely gone just from Faceless Void in these fights.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And then while you're watching that, also put one eye on Whitemon, who fingered the Void Spirit, gets the stuns out. Like, he did so much work in this fight. Man, he looks
Whitemon, in the first
So
season, he was very impressive as a position 5. I think for me, the standout player. Same goes for, like, Yopaj, I would say. They're not playing the same role, but definitely, like, you can see what Whitemon does. Second season, and also first season, like, the man could make I eat, you watch me eat type of a show. And in the second season, we heard his beautiful voice, what he can do with it. And then, yeah, now with the Lion again. So he's a man of multiple talents.
yes, multifaceted. He's going for that Aether Lens. Leveler, all right, 23. He'll take that. Ninja Gear.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Snapfire holding on this Billy Stone has 11,000 net worth.
You said that, you know, he was struggling, even though he was involved in pretty much all of the kills early on, but that Philosopher's Stone and won that, the extra gold that you get from not just Philly, but being alive
Yeah.
is always going to be good.
So what did he start? 1-0-8. Since then, he's 2-1-10.
So now you have Scotty. You do not have a Spirit Vessel, what I call the Holy Trinity anti-morph items. But they have Scotty, they have Shiva's Guard.
Not even top of the net worth, but look at that. Look at the top of the net worth. All 3 cores on T1 have 20K.
That literally same amount of farm.
Yeah. They're all just kind of going back and forth with each other. Anything you can do, I can do better. And then they're all saying, no, you can't, because they're all same net worth.
What was that song again?
Radiant are scanning.
I won't say it. It's better by the original artist.
Okay. So Morphling, Lincoln's done, going into Sphere. Going into Sphere, what am I saying? He has a Lincoln Sphere going into Scotty. A lot of those ultimate orbs.
A lot of spheres. Point booster, that's a sphere. Lincoln's is a sphere. And all the ulti orbs that were there to build it, all spheres.
Oh, he's quick. Puck really quick on those fingers. Greetings. He had a horrible start. He did not die a single time after those 4 deaths in the laning stage. So he's right now 9, 4, and 8.
Dyer's
Yeah.
bottom tower is under attack.
Really putting it together.
Dyer's structures are fortified.
So finishing the Aether Lens, which then goes into the
Radiant's top
Octarine
tower
core
is
here
under
for
attack.
Doom.
Dyer's
Cuckoo.
bottom tower is under attack.
Going Cuckoo for cooldown.
Dyer's
Yeah,
bottom
he's
tower
lowering
has
the
fallen.
cuckoo downs.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
This Purge, man. I just love how he keeps that. There's no way he gets rid of this creep.
He's been holding it the whole game.
Just the spell
Dyer's
mechanic,
bottom
it's so
tower
good, and
is
it's
under
slow
attack.
cooldown. It's 2.3 seconds
under
with
attack.
Octarine core, duration 5 seconds, so extra slow. Getting rid of a lot of these abilities. You can't run away with Surge anymore against this Doom. Would still love if he gets a Blink Dagger. I don't think Blink Dagger is a bad idea. What's the cooldown right now with
Dyer's
the
bottom tower is
Arcane
under
Rune?
attack.
It's 1.6 seconds. Doom cooldown 76.
Infernal Blade 2.1. Oh my god. Get Shard, just throw Infernal Blade constantly.
Dyer's bottom tower has fallen.
I'm more about the Damar Gold. 30-second cooldown.
It's 240 gold. Show me the money.
Dyer's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's
Show
top
me
tower is
the
under
money.
attack.
Well, Shredder, they've got 2 siege creeps here, going for the tier 2 over mid.
Dyer's middle tower.
They'll take at the tower, and now they might even pressure the high ground.
20 seconds until Aegis is reclaimed.
Timings could be something that Execration could take advantage of, but it's very tough. Again, everything up here for T1. Low Shredder, the Midas Armor on the tower, and knowing that that Aegis is expiring, they will time walk and back away.
Also, 23 holding a Trickster Cloak. Leveler is good for fighting. It's good for the attack speed, armor, sieging the buildings. But when he's not, he's going to keep that Trickster Cloak in. So another form of initiation, a bit more magic resistance, evasion. I just love how he's handling those neutral items.
Yeah, like I said, the micromanaging of just all these neutral items seems to be a bit overwhelming, at least for me. But he's got it perfectly contained. He's also got this shard to work with, so he's got the reverse time walk. He can be in and out. Wax on, wax off. He's almost level 25. There it is. He'll take the 20% backtrack. And he's almost finished off the MKB. A lot working here for T1 coming into the next fight, because they also had 25 on Carl, who's got the plus 250 Waning Rift AoE in range. Hex
Are scanning.
onto the Tusk, not moving in yet.
Smoke, they want to go in. And this Trickster Cloak can make the difference. You do not have a sentry. He lands a good chrono on 2-3 heroes, or just one.
Lincoln's popped Chrono there, but they're going to go to the back lines. They've got the silence out of the rest of these heroes. There's the Mortimer's Kisses. The wall is down with the Dream Coil coming down on a 2. They take out Palos. They end up losing Whitemon, but the Dream Coil onto both the Void Spirit as well as the Tusk makes problems for Execration. They've got a Fire Snap Cookie that lands on a BDZ. They get the kill on the Tusk. They look over for the Void Spirit, who will use that Astral Step to try and get some distance into the trees. He's spotted, but not stopped.
No bashes. Doom was not close to use the Infernal Blade. But 2 big kills. Morphling did not get the shift off again. So they get the kill. Next Roshan may respawn in 50 seconds. But yeah, also Morphling respawning in 50 seconds. So they have enough time to try to siege, deal some damage to the towers.
17k deficit. Roche potentially up soon.
And Puck finds a very good item for himself, Timeless Relic.
He's going
25% debuff duration on the silences, on his Dream Coil duration, the stun.
Yoing. Oh boy.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Carl? Does he catch him? Oh,
He
spotted
found him. He knows where he is, but the flicker.
He's trying to juke. Oh, Dream Coil, all right.
That Dream Coil
BKB.
missed.
Yeah, he avoided it. Went a little bit north. Oh my god.
Yeah. Avoid
Astral
Spirit.
Step, Flicker, Dissimulate, finally silence, duels into the air. And now 3 heroes
Another
are here.
Flicker in a
Aether
second.
Remnant, Silence, Infernal Blade. There's the Hex. All right.
Finally, they bring him down. It took them a while. Almost had the Eon Disc
Oh,
ready
they spot
again, maybe
Nico.
with one more juke.
He drops the wall. Vacuum, the bashes all coming in. Nico trying to surge away. Carl on this one again. Mortimer's Kisses are down. And they've
Yeah,
got a
gets
long-range finger from Whitemon.
And this game just falling apart for Execration. It kind of feels like it's always the same thing for Execration. They win game 1, possibly, or just one game in the whole series, and then they crumble in the 3rd game.
I mean, this is a big one for them, too, because I would almost go as far as to say winning this, putting them at 4-2, could have been major deciding.
Yeah, this is a big one for them. Because the team looked, we talked about it, the panel mentioned it, how they looked more stable in the 2nd season after changing the players. And they do. Like, this team is really good. It's just sometimes they need that a tiny bit of extra thing that could possibly, you know, skyrocket them into the major.
Yeah, and with a victory here, if they had gotten it, they are up against Lilgun in their final match. Like, that could have, it literally could have been, we're going to end 5-2, and that was the number needed for the major in the last season. But now, it could be potentially 4-3 where they just eke out on the cusp. Ags picked up for the Faceless Void via the Blessing. Arcane Blink for the Puck. And now they've got the Infernal Blade damage
Faceless
upgraded,
Void
25
has
for Doom.
reverse time walk, has level 25 talent, the backtrack. I don't know how you kill this guy. Has the Aghanim Scepter. Yesterday I played with a guy that you know was clowning on the Faceless Void, Octarine core, Blink also to reduce the cooldown, the Arcane Blink,
Okay.
and just going in and out. Like, it's one of the most annoying things that I've ever seen. I was a bit worried, but in the end, it works. It actually works. I don't think in a real game you would get Arcane Blink,
Right.
but this Time Walk, and especially, like, you also Octarine core, of course.
Moonwalking back and forth.
This will hasten my footfall.
Singing into the mic while you do it. Satanic picked up for 23.
It just feels that he can't die.
Okay.
Coil, whiffed. He's trying so hard. I mean, you whiff the coil, there's no way you're killing him. Hasted Void Spirit with Eon Disc and a Flicker.
Nullifier next for 23.
Talking about the Octarine, Arcane Blink build, Puck has one.
Yeah. And he's happy with that.
So let's check the cooldowns. 5.6 on Orb, 3.9. You can perma-silence people with this, because duration is 425 with the talent. So good luck. Good luck playing against this.
Oh, dear.
And also add the Timeless Relic, because this is not the mat with the Timeless Relic. So add the 25% on top of that.
You got this?
Yeah, I got this. It's 5.3.
That's why we gave you the math title.
Dire's courier has been killed.
That courier goes down with a Perseverance on. So onto the high ground they go. Dashes on RR. They've got the Solar Crest on him. Right clicks away. There's the vacuum into the wall to get the kill to RR. He does that buyback. He'll use it immediately. The Aether Remnant locks up 23, but they're just not doing the damage. They're going to time walk over as well as use the Chrono to focus their attention onto Palos. As well as Shredder coming in, but is it going to be enough to get the kill onto the Morphling? They've got the Dream Coil. There it is. Palos is gone. He'll buy back. 3 buybacks used already from Execration, and they've already taken out RR for a second time. He's dead for 76 seconds as they look towards the rest. The BKB popped by Palace, but for what? He's got nothing. The E-Blade actually gets thrown back his way. He knew the Lotus Orb was on the Snapfire. They've got the Snowball going over, kills off Zephyr. He's got buyback. White Man back as well. Walrus punch into the air. 23 not looking with any mana, but they still have Carl behind him. They'll pop the Lincolns onto Palos. Palos with the time walk away as he's morphed into the Faceless Void. They've got the silence on both Nico as well as Yoey.
It's just perma-silence. You can't play
Now
Dota like that.
They continue to silence. They throw the E-Blade on
here's
himself.
another
There's
silence.
the finger.
There's the
There's the
finger.
kill. 2 minutes gone, and it looks like T1 have sealed the deal, and they will take this series over Execration 2-1. It was a long, hard-fought battle for both teams, but T1 are going to be the ones who make it out ahead.
Even Doom, went for Arcane Blink, Octarine type of a build, lowering the cooldown on every single ability, especially the Purge one. I think that this Purge creep gave them a lot of momentum in the mid game, being able to purge off the shell, Surge, shield from Void Spirit, like the Treant Protector's armor, so many things that they did with it. And T1, today, they looked like a better team. I think this is the best Dota that they played so far in this second season.
Yeah, since the last series, they've kind of been on the uptrend.
Yeah.
This is really good for them. Puts Execration in an interesting spot.